Hello, thanks for tuning in. And today we will be playing with the demon Lurks. We're about to start chapter 1 now. When you watch the prologue, you know what happened with Kobu. His second in command, Vendrake, tried to kill him, but at the last minute, Kobu was able to open a portal that took him into the mortal realm. He just needed a portal to take him anywhere but that point where Vendrake tried to kill him. So he ended up here in the mortal realm, and looking at the screen, it looks like he works in a grocery store or a convenience store now. And you see him in a uniform, and when he looks through the reflection of the freezer doors, he sees his former self as a demon lord. So it's basically two people in this. Well, it's one person, but him and his reflection symbolizes two people in one. Right now, he works as a convenience clerk, and not long ago he was a demon lord. He ruled over entire civilization. So I wonder who that person was at the end. Like he was trying to find Kobu. He looked like he was from heaven with that, that kind of like disc or crown angels wear. We're about to see what's going on now. Ding dong, bing bong. The store door chimes the mundane tune it sings for each and every soul. Welcome to Sunny Fruits, the fairy market. The customer ignores your greeting and heads down the drink aisle. He watches the customer indecisively pursues their options in the corner of your eyes. A brassy jazz theme continues to mumble from the cheap store stereo system. It's a playlist that loops every 30 minutes, long enough that the average customer is sated, but slow enough to drive employees insane. The customer picks a can of cola for 1 hour and a frozen dinner from the pack. Approaching the counter, he dumps it all in front of you unceremoniously. Your first stands on in at the sight of the frozen dinner's nondescript reverse packaging. You reach out apprehensively. Please don't be chicken. You flip the container over. It's a meal labeled Boiled Broccoli Supreme. Your anxiety quickly fades away. Put on your best welcoming smile. You start scanning the items. Would you like that heated up for you? The customer shakes his head and drops the exact change on the counter. Just as the receipt printer begins to wire, he left the store, items in hand. Whips once done, you visibly slump as you tear off and dispose of the useless receipt. Your phone comes on without thinking. Your hand and go for the cheap device you just used to get by. Who cares about having something fancy when it just needs to make calls and send texts? The digital clock shows it's 15 minutes to 12. The shift is about to end. Good, at least there aren't any more customers coming in. Then I can what? Oh, what the? You nearly drop your phone when your manager appears to your right, seemingly out of nowhere. Ah, King, don't do that. While backing away from your manager's sleepy stare, you stuff your phone back into your pants. What? Not my fault if you weren't paying attention to me standing next to you. The slim alpaca puts his hands on his hips and smiles warmly at you. He says that, but he's a sneaky bugger. He snuck up on you so many times no amount of complaining will stop him, so you leave it be. Maybe there really is something wrong with you. I was thinking, that's all. Was it the last frozen chicken dinner? Now that King's got a killer gut instinct, you can't help but admire him for it. He notices things about people more easily than the other mortals you've met. This natural talent is surely why he earned his rank as manager at this convenience store. But that keen eye will only bring you misfortune if he sees what you really are. Anything in a journal? No. You smile sheepishly back at him. How do you eat those things every day? There's enough calories in them to feed 2 people. It's cheap and filling. What else? Well, forget for the day. Here, I made you a lunch. Keen, I can't. I insist, don't make me waste food. You can't work if you're not eating right. He looks at you with pleading eyes and a wide smile. You relent, smiling back at King. Okay, if you insist, but let me buy the drinks. Lemon iced tea. Good for you? You got it, big boy. By the way, you might want to pick something with less caffeine in it. He winks at you. I'll meet you outside after I hand over the pay bag to Team B. Now Packer walks back to the break room with a skip in his steps. Shaking your head, you walk over to the drink aisle. Yep, he called you out again. He knows you haven't been sleeping much lately after you bought that new MMO expansion pack. And yes, you did pump half of your last paycheck to a level skip for your main class. It's a blessing he's offering you lunch. The members of Team B arrive for their shift a few minutes later. A brother-sister pair that greet you with a warm hello. You meekly nod in response and quickly regret why you didn't just say hello back to them. King talks to the brother about the day's money bag handover while you head to the back to pack your things. You walk outside for King to finish conversing with the siblings. Good weather for drying clothes today. The warm afternoon breeze blows against your mane, wafting the scent of different cooked foods from the plethora of restaurants in front of the convenience store. The summer growls audibly. Kept you waiting, huh? Alpaca paces over you. So, where are we having lunch? The usual spot. Usual spot it is then. Lead the way. Both of you walk side by side through the semi-busy street. The daily workforce is out for their lunch. They walk by without so much as a glance at you both. You pull out your phone and scratch and crack on the bottom right corner a memento of its previous owner. You're still using that phone? Yeah, it works. I thought you have enough saved for a new one already. I could have, but it just feels right to keep this one. Makes me think I should give you a better phone. Without your college fees, it's fine. It was the best you could find. True. So, how are things back in the South? The brother looked like he had much to say. Brother, he has a name, you know. Don't tell me you forgot it. The only names I need to know are yours and the other NPCs in my game. With that kind of attitude, how do you expect to be a manager someday? I never said I wanted to be a manager. Now come on, his name. I want to say Michael. It's Mike. He's doing well. His sister, Anna. Alpaca leans in close to your face and raises his voice to emphasize her name. They really appreciate us taking their shifts so they can take care of their sick grandma. Is he getting better? They say her health is improving, and as a soul of thanks, if we ever need them to cover ourselves, they'll do it, no questions asked. Right, then we can have them take one of our day shifts so we can have an all-night game session like last time. Destiny, Divine Destiny, XIV, I don't know what that is. Hell yeah. It's been a month since I even touched it. I've been swamped with classes. Did you see the video I sent on how to take down the Underworld Overlord boss? I skimmed through it. How can you skim through that? It's a half an hour battle that requires a full team and proper strategizing. King crosses his arms in a huff and raises an eyebrow at you. Don't get your fleas in a bunch. There's tons of other stuff we can do, like dungeons, dailies, but maybe the Overlord is not such a bad guy. Who are we to judge? Yeah, he's talking about himself. The alpaca stares at you dumbfounded. You must be the dullest adventurer ever. And you're a walking rainbow lollipop. Honey, you wish you could have a lick of this. He flicks his brightly colored pompadour and bats his long, lush lashes at you. I'll lick your fleece back to its natural color. He slaps you lightly on the shoulder, and you both burst out into laughter. Both continue walking to the park through the winding roads that have come to define this town. Even though you've been here for over a year, you can get lost when you need to go somewhere you've really been. Your experience is a testament to the legends about how the town was built based on maze-like structures to confuse demons and evil spirits from finding their victims. It makes it hard for even a demon like yourself to find a public restroom. After 20 minutes of turning from one street to the next, you both reach an intersection across from the park. Oh crap, it's those guys. Once around the main entrance are a group comprised of 6 goons dressed in matching black hoodies. They are peddling pamphlets and asking people passing by to sign some petition. We should go around. Take the side entrance. Our spot is closest through the main entrance. I know, but that group always gives me a bad feeling. Maybe it's best we avoid them. Fine. Let's go. You both cross the street and head for the walkway to the right of the main entrance. Make a beeline, you slip through unnoticed by the group guarding the gate. The stealth game has begun. The side entrance to the park is within your view. This is it. We're almost there. There a pair of hooded figures step out from the entrance to halt your way. Well, hello there, fellow townsfolk of Kibbleton. Fuck. Your right hand instinctively moves over to cover King. We don't want anything that you're selling. But we're not selling anything. In fact, we're giving away a great opportunity to find happiness. A chance before you, a chance to take control of your own destiny. Sure, thank you, but I'm fine with my destiny. Now please, move aside. Your tone is harsh, but these two aren't taking the hint. They continue staring at you with glazed eyes. Oh, new potential members, come. Must be our teachers' wise words on how to live a longer, more prosperous life. Membership is open. Learn the secrets of overcoming death. 3 more of them emerge from the park entrance and surround you both. Kobu. They invade your personal space and basically stampede towards you both. The 3 new hooded members manage to split you and King apart. He is dragged a few steps away as they corner him against the wall. Listen, you must have family or friends you care about, right? Don't you want to protect them? Don't you know people are dying faster than ever before? You don't know when the cold hands of death will be knocking on your doorstep, but we do. The great teacher knows all. All you have to do is join us. Wait. You raise your hands up trying to get them to stop. Before your purpose in life, join the Dawn Seekers and you'll be set for life. But our teacher knows the way. He can save you. He can save all of us. With every word, you feel yourself getting pushed back into a corner. You don't want to spend an eternity in hell, do you? He stepped closer. Save your soul. This is the only chance. And closer. New members also get a brand new air fryer. An air fryer that comes in 5 different color options. Embrace destiny and a healthier lifestyle. Their voices seem to crescendo as they go on and on about their glue. You're trapped. You struggle to think about every thought discovered by their continuous chatter. Close to nothing new, dozens of them arrive in the underworld on a daily basis. Though meeting them in real life is more annoying than having mosquitoes buzzing around your ear on a hot summer's afternoon. Annoyed you turn to where King is. His face is pale, even his brightly colored fleece seems deflated. He's reaching out to sign some kind of document. Stop! The sudden outburst stuns everyone nearby, effectively silencing the hooded characters who are harassing you. They back away, letting you walk over the king. You yank him by the arm as he stumbles to get walking. We're leaving, don't any of you bother us again. You pull King harder than you intended and guide him into the park. The hooded people mutter amongst themselves, but you don't hear them. Your sole focus is on getting to your spot. You reach the bench you were looking for, a single seat facing the park's man-made river. The branches of the tall trees huddle together to save the bench from your sun's rays. Sit on the park bench, you drape your arms on the backrest and pant exhaustedly. Wow, you're really out of shape if you're that tired from walking. King bends over the bench while trying to catch his breath. We weren't walking, it was like you cough, a sprint. King chuckles heartedly and sits next to you. You got drinks? Yeah, my bag. Help yourself. You point to a black backpack next to your leg. He grabs the bag and pulls out 2 bottles of lemon iced tea. Here. You take a bottle from King and down the reinvigorating tea in one big gulp. Slowing back against the bench, you let out a loud gasp as you pull the bottle away from your mouth. I can't believe they just ganged up on us like that. Someone should do something about them. Like who? The police? Shouldn't they be handling these kinds of cases? Well, I'll make a report. You know it won't work. King pulls out his phone and calls someone. Hello? Yes, hi. This is King Dumblewick. I would like to make a report. Yeah, some group in black hoods at the park tried to harass me into joining them. I think they're a cult. What do you mean this isn't a job for the police? They're harassing people on the streets. No, they're not hurting anyone. So what? You're just going to leave them be? That's what the point of having you guys. Where am I supposed to go? The gang? Are you kidding me? Stop laughing at me. We need help. Or are you just going to let these weirdos run the streets? No, I'm not being hysterical. King suddenly gasped. What do you just call me, miss? That's it. I'm obviously getting nowhere with this. Goodbye. King angrily hangs up and sits next to you in a huff. Told you. What do you expect to happen? The cops here are in the gang's pockets. Those black hoods probably work under the radar of the gang. That's why nothing's been done about them. This is so frustrating. He rubs his temples as though trying to roll the memory of the phone call away. Can we maybe just eat and move on? Let's. King grabs his bag and passes a blue Tupperware container to you. He pulls out a matching green container for himself. You open the top and you feel the gentle heat routing through your fingertips. It's a lunchbox with 2 compartments. One side has a bed of rice and the other an assortment of fried chicken or a bed of fresh crisp salad. It's an overload. On top of the rice are some steamed mustard greens and cut carrots, arranged in the shape of the divine destiny boss. King leans over to look at the lunchbox. Thank God it all stayed in place while we were running. You notice that his eyes are on you now, so you smile warmly. Thanks, man. This is really impressive. Say that after you tried it. Say that after you tried it. I know you haven't beaten the Overlord in game, but at least you can beat him with your stomach. And this is the side of your belly. You roll your eyes at the alpaca and proceed to dig in. This chicken is really juicy and tender. Thanks. I worked hard on seasoning it just right. King's lunchbox is the same as yours, minus the decoration. Trade you my carrot for a piece of chicken? What? No. I put those there for you, plus mine's actually tofu. It's not chicken. Weakling. The branches sway and rustle as you fill your stomach with the Overlord King prepared. It's so damn sweet. After the meal, you both leave the park when the coast is clear. By the time you part ways with King, the sun has begun to set. With nothing better to do around town, you return to your apartment. Look at the journal again. He's my best friend, and I'm forever indebted to him for helping me rebuild my life after the event. He's sweet, has a talent for cooking, and cares a whole lot. He's arguably the nicest soul I've ever met. Even after I found my own place, he still checks up on me, and I appreciate that. I wish I could repay him somehow for all his generosity. I can't imagine what would have happened if I didn't run into him that day. And so the king is really a nice person. He really helped Kobo out a whole lot. Your apartment building is tucked in a faraway corner of the town, as though it wished no one would find it. An odd dissonance fills you whenever you return to this part of the town. In contrast to the rest of the town, this place is devoid of businesses or life for that matter. A dead end is one way to put it. Now that you're complaining, you walk up the flight stairs to the first floor where your room is. The screeching of a singing contest on the TV from the room below accompanies your climb. A typical apartment owner, an elderly man of few words, he is content as long as you pay your rent on time and there'll still be any trouble. Your key fits into the doorknob and you enter your room. Honey, I'm home. The silence of your mildly furnished apartment welcomes you back. Your current living arrangements are a far cry from what you had back in your underworld. The current unit you live in has the very basic accommodations: one living room that doubles as your bedroom and dining room, one washroom with a shower head that only sprays cold water, a washing machine, and a toilet next to it. Then there's a tight spaced kitchen that just barely accommodates you in the relic of a refrigerator. And yet this is all you could ever ask for. Dropping your bag on the floor, you walk over to the bean bag in front of the TV to start up your console. I should probably do my laundry while I shower later, but first let's squeeze in one round of dailies. That's the last you think of your laundry or chores for that matter for the rest of the day. A portal tears open within the break room of the demon generals. Fortress stumbles out of the portal with shaky steps drained of energy. He props himself up against a nearby doorframe, and the defiance of the gravity pushes him towards the floor. The weight of 3 months of non-stop work has visibly chipped away at the demon's strength. Fortress steadies himself. Get. He slaps himself. It. He slaps himself again. Together! Come on. If you're down, the staff won't work. Gotta keep the energy up. Just get your coffee and get back onto the torture floor. After psyching himself up, he briskly enters the pantry. The dust lingering in the air chokes Fortress. The pantry is hardly used these days, to say the least. Fortress walks over to the countertop, picking up his red mug. His other fellow general allies' cups have remained untouched ever since Vendrake's coup. He bends down to get the instant coffee from the lower cabinet, but notices a tarantula hand sticking out of the side. It's one of Amari's extra appendages. Wait, if he's hiding in there, that means he shouldn't be here. He devises a plan to make the other general reveal himself willingly. Fortis walks over to the nearby fridge and pulls out a bottle of lemon soda. On the side of the bottle is a note that reads, "Property of Amari." This fridge is full. I should probably throw some stuff out like this bottle of soda that nobody ever drinks. No! Fahrenheit. He knocks his head against the ceiling of the cabinet while trying to come out of it. Pulling himself up, he walks over to Fortis, one of his extra hands rubbing his forehead to soothe the pain. Amari snatches the bottle from Fortis and hisses at him. Can't you see whose name is on the bottle? Whoa, calm down there, kitty. I was just joking. The cat demon faces Fortis, a scowl still plastered on his face. What were you doing down there? Looking for inspiration for the new projects Vendrake has got you on? Amari scoffs. As if I just needed some place where Vendrake's goons can't find me. They keep hovering over me while I work. Then how did you get here? Easy, painted my face on a sack of bolts and play a tape of me knocking metal. You're kidding. Amari raises an eyebrow at Fortis. Oh, well, you better get back soon. They'll cause trouble again if they find out you're missing. Not until I come up with some new idea to take Vendrake down. Fortis lets out an exhausted sigh. This is the first time the scientist has been plotting against their new leader. Somehow just knowing that Amari is still adamant about fighting back stings Fortis' heart. You seen the coffee? Here. He pulls the bottle of instant coffee from his belt and passes it to Fortis. Don't use it all. It's one of the key catalysts for the weapon I'm building. Fortis keeps quiet and turns to the coffee maker. He pours the instant mix into the machine and turns it on. The grumbling of the device reverberates through the pantry. Amari. He turns to his companion, unable to maintain his facade that everything is fine. Don't you think it would be easier if you just do what Vendrake says? Oh no, don't tell me you're taking his side. That's not what I meant. You didn't forget what happened last time you tried to launch your rebellion against Vendrake, did you? Don't you dare accuse me of forgetting. I watched every demon that went through his new re-education program. Their lives got sucked out of their eyeballs because of those non-stop reruns of the HR training video. By the end, they were practically empty husks of themselves. Then why are you still doing this? Because I'm doing what's right. Kobu is out there and he's a demon lord, not Vendrake. We need to fight back or he'll just turn this whole company to a new hell for demons. It's supposed to be helping me. Fortis clenches his fist. Amari's questioning begins to fade as the sound of his pounding heart is all that reaches his ears. He quivers during his response. I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. The pit is saying Fortis' heart stops him from going after his friend. He stands alone, and settled of the proud demon he once was. Today you have your evening shift, the prime quiet time when the working masses are away on their way home after a long day at work. There are usually less customers around this time, so you just sit behind the counter with your phone out to watch some videos absent-mindedly. This time you're hooked on a series of videos about people going around visiting haunted houses. They even show scenes of them supposedly getting haunted by spirits and demons. You can't help but cackle every time they interact to something happening in the house, if there's actually anything happening at all. Man, how do you watch those videos and laugh every time? They're hilarious. Look at this one where He thinks he has been possessed and is now scooting his butt all around the floor. No, thank you. I've got to head out for a bit and deal with something at the bank. You mind watching the store while I'm gone? You can count on me. You salute King playfully. He smiles and heads out of the store. Enough time passes by for you to watch a few more. Ding dong, bing bong. Oh, a customer. You flip your phone face down and stand ready behind the cash register. Welcome to Sunny Fruits, the family market. The customer struts into the south with a cool confidence that instantly draws you to him. His golden fur appears lighter than air as it sways with every step he takes. He gulpily approaches the counter. Hello. He gives you a look of amusement one would give to a pet that has done something silly. Hi. You feel your left hand instinctively raising to wave at him, but you grab it with your other hand to stop yourself. Can I help you? Why, I hope so. I'm looking for someone very important. He looks at the array of candy bars on the countertop with a furrowed brow, as though fascinated by something so foreign. Okay. I'm looking for a demon lord. The smile shatters as you feel your veins turn icy cold. He notices your reaction and smiles. Hello, Lord Kobu. You look heavier than what you were in your photo. Sit. The alarms of your head are blaring. Vendrake sent someone to finish you off. Your brain tries to formulate a plan, but all you can think about is running. What did I do? The left side of your lip twists as you force yourself to maintain a poker face. Sir, I think you have the wrong guy. I'm just a clerk here, but we do sell comics and manga. Maybe there's something over there about a demon lord? The dog rolls his eyes. I assure you, I never make mistakes. I have to uphold my employer's name after all. Now enough games. You're coming with me. You start banging away slowly. In your head you consider your options. You could jump over the counter and make a run for it, but then you remember the extra weight you put on. Fighting him won't be an option either. Without your powers, fighting a demon would be like pitting a child against a storm. In a state of panic, a male hyena comes into your vision. His frightened eyes mirror yours as he looks at you. Wow, what? A realization comes to mind. The doorbell never dinged, and the door didn't slide open. He fades straight through it. Out of the way. The dog raises an eyebrow at the sight of the sudden invader. You watch bug-eyed as the spectral hyena slams hard against something you cannot see. His body falls to the ground without a sound. Purple cracks form in midair where the hyena's head made impact. The cracks rebuild themselves and disappear as quickly as they appeared. A barrier. You turn to your dog, but he is just as stunned as you are. What the hell's going on? Well, if it isn't clearly obvious, there's a ghost in here. Suddenly, the hyena jumps back on his feet. What the? He backs away a few steps and rushes for the door again. Slam. The ghost collapses once more. Wise guy, eh? His determination does not falter as he runs through the barrier again and again. Your hunter rests his chin on his hand with a confused expression. What is he doing? I don't think he knows what he can see. I don't think he knows we can see him. The dog rolls his eyes, annoyed that some unnecessary trouble got in the way of him doing his work. I'm putting an end to this. He raises his right hand, and a glowing white feather materializes between his fingertips. With a flick of his wrist, the feather zooms towards the ghost. The ghost's body elongates and works itself into the saber of a spring, letting the arrow fly right through and buries itself in the barrier like a bolt on a dartboard. The ghost sniffs at the feather and then turns to the dog. He blows a raspberry at the dog. Stay still. Although clearly annoyed, the dog stays rooted in his place, conjuring and tossing feathers relentlessly at his target. The hyena goes last as he continuously dodges an attack. Up, down, left, right. The ghost leaps from one side of the room to another, all the while the dog's feathers can't even graze him. But they're not having any problems hitting every item on display. The ghost runs along the lunch aisle, a barrage of feathers following soon after and blasting over each sandwich, bento box, and bag of crisps in their wake. What are you doing? You're pulling at your hair, thinking of how you're going to explain all of this to King. I'm doing my job. No, you're making a mess of the store. Stop using that power. Someone's going to see you on the recording. You point to the camera right above you. Ugh, such a nuisance. The dog turns and launches a feather that cuts through the camera's wire. He gasps loudly. Ding dong, bing bong. The door's front door opened. Oh, what the hell now? The golden retriever ceases attacks. You turn to the entrance and see a stout boar enter. He's wiping his face with a handkerchief. Visible sweat stains can be seen under the boar's armpits. Phew, some weather we're having, huh? Welcome to Ghostly Fruits. Sunny Fruits, sir. Please, it's not safe. There's a ghost here. You. The ghost stops leaping about and points at the boar. He grabs a bento box and throws it at him. Look out! He turns swiftly and catches the flying bento with his bandaged hand. Whoa, you break it, you buy it. You're not taking me alive. But you're not alive. The ghost grabs as many items as he can and chucks them at the boar. His throws are inconsistent, picking up some items and phasing through others at random. A bag of flour flies past your head and explodes its contents behind you. Everyone stay back. I can take him. What? Kid, leave it to the professional. Excuse me? The dog's face contorts into a confused frown. Hey, stop, catch. The boy tosses the bento box at you and pulls out an empty jar with the label honey on it. He runs forward, dodging flying foodstuffs until he's close half the distance with the ghost. Since in danger, the ghost makes a dash to the right. The boy raises his jar at the ghost and opens the lid. A powerful vortex of air begins to blow, sucking in the ghost. No, please, no. His screams are muted the moment he is sucked into the jar. Gotcha. The boy seals the jar and turns to look into your dazed eyes. And that's one successful exorcism. You stand dumbfounded by the state of the store, trying certainly never recover how to handle customers this nuts. You really ought to get a raise for having to deal with this. Your heart is stopping fast and is overwhelmed with the torrential waves of fear, dread, and anger. You stomp angrily out of the counter and point at the boar. Hey, you. Me? Yes, you. And you too. You turn to the dog who's watching the scene with a cold, annoyed glare. Look at all this mess. You throw your hands in the direction of all the mess and wildly flail your arms in disbelief by what has happened. Someone needs to pay for all this. So which of you is it? You point accusingly at the boar, then the dog. Relax, Shopkeep. I was just doing my job. It took me weeks to set up this trap. Trap? You mean you planned this whole thing? You're the whole reason I'm in this mess in the first place. Technically, but you know what they say. You can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs. You scowled the pig. Okay, here, maybe this will help. Maybe this will make. He reaches for something in his pants pocket, and pulls out a fist of glimmering black dust. Once, he tosses the dust onto you and the dog. What in the world? The dog takes a step back and shakes his head vigorously. The moment the dust hits your vision blurs and you feel drowsy for a second before you regain your senses. Okay, folks, here's how it went down. The shop was possessed by a violent ghost, and that's how all this happened today. He watches his stance and gestures to all the damage surrounding you. His exaggerated posing makes it hard to take him seriously. But lucky you, I'm here to help. The name's Morris Boris, professional exorcist. Here's my card. He pulls out 2 business cards, handing them to you in a dog. Now, for a reasonable fee, I'd be happy to come. Did I use 2 months bygones be bygones powder? What the hell are you talking about? You just admitted to booby trapping the store just to get that ghost. How? That stuff's supposed to make you feel gullible as a ghost. This bad's effective. That powder only affects those with no natural defenses against the supernatural mortal. Wait a minute. Who are you two? I'm Lucian, a servant of God. Your suspicions are confirmed. He is not working for a revenge rate. The stiffness in your shoulders eases up a bit, but you're still not wholly comfortable with an angel standing beside you. You also wonder why Gary would send someone to look for you now of all times. God, aren't you overdressed to be a priest? Think higher than that, Bacon. Think higher than that, Bacon. Bacon, really? I haven't heard that since I was a wee lad. What about you, Cassier? Don't address him so formally. You nonchalantly step on the dog's foot. Yeep. I can introduce myself. I'm Kobu. I've already had history with seeing ghosts around me while I was growing up, and I don't need more of it now. Not exactly alive, but you don't need anyone else knowing who you really are. Reach out and grab Morris's bandaged wrist. Now come with me. I need to make a report, and you're going to pay for the damages in the store. He pulls his arms free with more force than anticipated. Whoa, listen, I can pay, but I gotta turn in this little fella first. He pulls out the honey jar. Through the semi-transparent glass you see the ghostly honey now sucking to the size of an eraser. He is beating against the glass. Don't let him take me. I don't want to be eaten. Eaten? Don't listen to him. The boy shakes the jar a few times, causing the ghost to scream. These ghosts will say anything to escape. I'm not making it up. He's going to send me to the giant who will eat me. Ahem. I'm afraid that isn't going to happen, Bacon. That ghost is coming with me. The hell yes! Morris tries to keep away the jar, but Lucian moves too quickly and has his hand on his top. Let go, Lucy. It's Lucian, and as an angel of God, I'm sending that escaped soul back to the underworld. Are you mad? This is my bounty. Keep your dirty hands off of it. No, you let go. Mortals shouldn't be tampering with these sorts of things. Low growls rumble from both sides. Their eyes are locked onto one another with an uneasy ferocity. The fur on your back suddenly stands on end. You sense some kind of familiar energy radiating from Morris's bandaged hand. I don't want to go. Yeah, but not tasty. Your head hurts a little from all the information coming in. The angel, the exorcist, now this ghost. The unending sense of doubt paralyzes you from moving. Meanwhile, tug of war for the ghost and the jar breaks out in front of you. The jar is pulled from one side to another, but neither of them holds the advantage. Let go. You're going to break the jar with your sausage fingers. These sausage fingers will be going up your nose if you don't let go. They're just getting nowhere. Someone help me. I just want to live. Your eyes widen and your hand reaches out with the jar seemingly acting on its own. What are you doing? Kobu, I can handle this on my own. I'm not letting anyone walk out here with that jar, not until someone pays for all the damages. Filled with newfound determination, you join the struggle for that jar. Each you pull in one direction. The jar now stays locked in the middle without budging to any side. Just stay out of this. I said I'll pay you later. Nuh-uh, it's up front, or it's the police with you. This is ridiculous. We're dealing with an escape, so you both can only think about money. The veins on your forehead feel like they are popping out from how strongly you're pulling on the jar. Suddenly, the jar somehow slips from everyone's grip and flies up in the air. Time seems to slow down as you all watch the jar spin and come falling back down by the car gravity. Catch it! Morris and Lucy rush forward to catch the jar, but they end up running into each other. They miss the jar and it breaks into pieces as it lands with a loud crack. Freedom! The ghost springs out of the jar, warping back into its regular size before flying out of the door. The soul! My rent money! Shit, I got to get it back. Here, if it comes again, call me. Morris tosses another one of his business cards at you before darting off. Hey, wait! Oh no, that ghost is going back to the underworld. Lucien turns to you. Find me at the Lazarus warehouse, Kobu. I know you need help. That's why I'm here. Just trust me and come find me so we can talk this through. But with that, the dog runs out of the store as well. And you're left alone in the wrecked store. Look at the mess you need to clean up, you sigh heavily. In less than an hour, King returns to see you with a mop cleaning the shop. What the? I can't explain. Hopefully you can explain. How? Did a mob come to loot the shop? It was an earthquake, and many one that was just concentrated on the shop. But well, are you alright? I'm fine. I'm just a little shaken. Well, headquarters should probably just be glad the whole store didn't come down in that case, but they'll probably want the store recording as proof of what happened. Come on, let's make sure our asses are secured. Right. You both walk to the back of the counter. There's a small television tucked right under the cash register that's connected to the in-store cameras. King pulls out the remote control for the recording. Remember what time the earthquake happened? It was somewhere around the time you left the store. Alright. He pushes the back button and the recording rewinds until it's the scene of the angel entering the store. You watch with bated breath for the upcoming moment. In the recording, you're both talking, then you both turn to one side of the shop. Lucy then appears to be throwing his hands wildly in the air while the items on the shelves are knocked over. Well, you're handling it better than that customer. You laugh nervously. Yeah. At the point where the exorcist enters, the video recording stops. There's nothing else left on here. I think the camera wires were chewed out by some pest. The earthquake must have been the last straw. Now Packer turns to the camera above him, then back to you. He looks at you with the same calm look he gave you the first time he found you eating out of the convenience store trash can a year ago. Pest ate through the wire, huh? Guess there isn't much to eat in the trash anymore. He knows something is out. You almost want to tell him the truth, but doing so will only drag him into your own suffering. Yeah. King takes a deep breath and nods. I'll chat till in the back room and make a report then. Finally, we have an excuse to replace that ancient camera. Are you okay cleaning up on your own? I'll be fine, don't worry. Sweet, I'll help you out with restocking the place when I'm done. King walks off into the back room. You play the recording again and contents are no surprise to you. You watched it before King came back. It was a gamble hoping that King would just accept the story as is. You can only hope headquarters does the same. An angel, an exorcist, and a ghost walk into a convenience store. There's a joke there somewhere. Putting the remote down, you turn your attention to the cleanup. With the task at hand, it doesn't take long for you to push today's events to the back of your head. Come closing time, you head back to your apartment for sleep. The exhaustion from the day's events really took its toll on you, as you didn't even do your dailies that night. Come sunrise, you're awakened with a message from King. What's this? Kobu, the shop's closed for 3 days to fix all the damage. Want to come to my place and do DDXIV all night? Your sleepy eyes widen and you tap your reply back. You see a sticker of a lion with a thumbs up. See you at dinner time. Gotta handle some stuff at the shop and do some chores. Okay. Setting your phone aside, you breathe easier knowing you have some time off. The angel though. Memories of the angel in the store with his bright white feathers flash in your mind. Wings. Wings. You sit upright. You should bring some barbecued chicken wings to King's place and probably those baby carrots he likes to snack on too. As you draw up a list of materials to buy at the supermarket, you get up and survey your sleeping area. The place could use a cleanup before I do anything else. Better put the mattress and pillows away. Got to make way for the breakfast. You fold your blanket haphazardly into the shape of a rectangle. Yeah, close enough. Toss the blanket onto the sofa. You grab the pillows and throw them on top of the blanket. Heavy yawn escapes your lips as you bend over to grab the bottom of the mattress. You flip the mattress up and lean it against the wall. My weekly laundry pile. Ready for your shower, my love? Bending over the pile of clothes, you pick them up one by one. You pull out a blue t-shirt with a picture of a white monitor on it. Oh phew, this is white. What did I do to you? Digging back into the pile, you pull out more and more clothes. To your surprise, you suddenly have a red jock strap in your hand. When did I buy this? Probably one of the many items you have bought on impulse over the years. When you reach the bottom of the pile, you see something wrapped inside a black plastic bag. What's this? You set the other clothes aside to find out what you have just uncovered. Loud crackling sounds follow as you reach into the bag. Your fingers touch something soft like fabric. Clothes? But why did I keep them in here? Words fail you at the sight of the old shirt and jacket you wore when that night happened. Knox, what are you doing? One, boss. Your time is over, Kobu. No one's going to save you, especially not them. You settle from the memories and stuff the clothes back into the plastic bag. Nope, I don't need this again. Frustration boiling, you walk over to the kitchen with the plastic bag. You open the rubber bin lid and ready yourself to throw the clothes inside, but you find yourself unable to do so. The heck with this. You walk back out into the living room and toss the plastic bag right where you found it. Out of sight, out of mind. Hugging the pile of clothes you sorted, you proceed to do your laundry in the washroom before heading back to complete the rest of your chores. The coffee table you usually have your meals on is cluttered with so many instant noodle cups that you actually built a tower up to your waist. Alright, my little city, time for an early demolition. This job would go a lot quicker if I could still open portals. Just for the fun of it, you try to cast open a portal on the table. A tiny portal the size of a penny appears. Crap, it actually opened? You bend over the table to see how your portal is working. Peering through the tiny circle, you see the top of your landlord's bald spot. Yeah, no. The portal failed to appear at the dump as you envisioned. It takes a few minutes for you to close the portal. As usual, your powers have been on the foot since the fight. Sighing defeat, you disassemble the tower manually and throw the cups away. You take a quick shower and change into your sunny best, a simple clean t-shirt and shorts before heading out. A buzzing sensation in your pants grabs your attention. The reminder you set on your phone is going off. Supermarket sale today. Don't miss it this time. Crap, nearly forgot. Lucky you, the day off means you'll actually be able to make it to the sale. At least some good has come from your recent tribulations. Before skipping your step, you make haste to leave your unit. Got the one. You begin your brisk walk to the supermarket. Clear blue skies and the gentle rays of the morning sun caress your face, welcoming you to the new day. You continue to browse your phone while you walk. Page after page of the latest anime news flood your feed, with the occasional intermittent ad thrown in between. Your mind is blank while your legs are on autopilot, the news just serving as a distraction while your body recounts the familiar route to your destination. You can practically get there with your eyes closed at this point. A habit you quickly regret when, there you are. You snap out of it and your legs stumble to a halt. Huh? Peering past your phone, you meet the exasperated gaze of yesterday's angel. Lucy. It's your Lucian. Also, little Kobu. Where have you been? I waited for you the whole night and you were a no-so. Whoa, what's with all this Lord stuff? I don't know what you're talking about. The angel crosses his arms and glares at you. Really? You're still putting on that farce after what happened yesterday? You roll your eyes at him and toss your hands up in the air in a half-hearted act of surrender. Fine, I'm the ex-demon lord. There, your scavenger hunt is done. You can go home and claim your prize. He follows beside you. I'm not getting my promotion from just finding you. I need to fix the underworld. Your pace hastens as you are nearing your destination. Look. You turn to Lucian and point accusingly at him. It has nothing to do with the underworld anymore. That part of my life is long gone. Go talk to the Faz that's running the place now. Vendrake is a problem. He's causing a big rift between the underworld and up above, not to mention the number of escaped souls have skyrocketed. If things keep up this way, it will mean hell for everyone, figuratively and literally. Somehow hearing the angel's complaints is giving you deja vu about being back in the office with Vendrake. A sensation you find most unpleasant. Not my problem. Right now I have more important things to deal with. What could be more important than the fate of both our companies? Crap, I'm too late. Huh? A crowd has surrounded the front of the supermarket, even while standing on tiptoes and entrance is barely visible. Damn it, I was really betting on there being less people on a weekday. What am I looking at? It's sale day. The supermarket has discounts on almost everything in stock, but that's not why people come here. The biggest prices are these rare and limited extra discount stickers that are only given to a handful of customers one by one of the staff. I've got to get my hands on one of those extra discount stickers. Discounts? The angel face palms himself and gives you a disparaging scowl. Oh, they're letting us in. Well, see ya, Lucy. Wait, what? Wait, come back. Before he can finish, you've already merged We see a customers filing into the store. Inside the place is packed with hundreds of people, bumping and elbowing one another in the limited space to get from behind the counter to the aisles. You scan the area for any signs of staff giving out discount stickers. Discount stickers. Inside the place is packed with hundreds of people, bumping and elbowing one another in the limited space to get from behind the counters to the aisles. You scan the area for any signs of staff giving out the discount stickers. The discount stickers. Spotting a small crowd circling around something in the visible aisle, you head over there. Your hunch is right. A young staff member is holding out a discount sticker in one hand. That's right, everyone. I got the last sticker here, and my boss let me decide on how to give it away. So if you think you're the most charming person here, come on up. The crowd erupts with cheers as they try to grab the staff's attention. No, wait, it's me. Not wanting to be outdone, you push through to the center of the circle. Hi there, so you think you're the most charming person in the store? Damn right I am. You flash her your best smile while she looks at you from top to bottom. The staff pulls a sticker from another bundle and sticks it on your chest. Past sell by date. Your jaw drops. She then turns back to the crowd. Anyone else want to give it a try? I'm looking for the most charming person to get this. She holds out the discount sticker up in the air. Thank you. A golden furry hand reaches out and snatches the sticker from the staff's hand. Hey, you can't do that. Lucian steps through the crowd. You see the staff's cheeks turn rosy red, transfixed upon the angel's face. Thank you, mortal. Your services won't be needed further. You speak to her in a very matter-of-factly tone. Oh, it's no big deal. I'm just doing my job. She's practically beaming at him with the kind of smile someone gives as though they had just been told they were the most important, most alluring person in the world. Even the rest of her body betrays her as she puffs out her chest while bringing both her arms back, her shoulders swaying in response to his looks. This is my seventh end. Lucian walks past her to meet you, extending his arm to dangle the sticker in front of your face. Here, I got this for you. A collective washes over the crowd. No, it's not like that. We just met. You shake your hands and look about in desperation to try to diffuse everyone else's expectations. Meanwhile, Lucian looks at you with a raised eyebrow, wondering why you're looking so flustered. Oh, alright everyone, that's all the discount stickers. Please enjoy the rest of the sale today. The crowd breaks away and as they do, you can overhear some of them calling you both a cute couple. Hello, do you want this or not? You grab him by the arm and escort him to a secluded corner away from the prying ears. Thanks, but why do you help me get it? He maintains his disinterest. Look, I don't know what happened to you that got you kicked out of the underworld. Quite honestly, I don't care. However, Gary thinks you are the person to set things right. If it means I have to get you 100 more discount stickers for you to work with me, I will. You find yourself drawn to the burning determination in his eyes, the kind of eyes that you once had years ago, just prettier. Well, thanks for the sticker. Don't mention it, Lord Kobu. Just Kobu. Lucian nods. Well, if you don't mind, I got some shopping to do. Then I'll tag along. No. I appreciate the help with the sticker, but I've got a date with a good friend, so today's not a good day for this. Fine, I consider this as you taking time to think about what I've said, but know that I will come back for you. Listen, don't say that. People will really think we have something going on. You tease him by pursuing your lips and made the obnoxious kissing sounds. His eyebrows furrow and he crosses his arms. As you watch him walk away, a thought lingers in your mind. Going back, huh? An image flashes from the depths of your consciousness, a memory of you walking the dark roads to this town. You grip your chest as a familiar sting stabs your heart. What am I doing? I got to get this done and get ready to go to King's place. Turning your attention back to the task at hand, you banish the memory back to the recesses in your mind. After completing your shopping, you return home to pack your clothes and everything else you want to bring over for the night. To pass the time till evening comes, you binge watch a new drama show on your laptop. The sun has set by the time you arrive at King's doorstep. Cool night air continuously blows against your mane, a perk of living at a high-rise apartment. You reach out with your free hand and ring the doorbell. When the door opens, a gentle waft of rice and something fried tickles your nose, followed by the faint, earthy scent of bamboo. It's a signature shampoo scent King uses. Hey, cutie butt. His bright smile warms your heart, as it does every time you see him. Hey, King, I bought some salad. This would go great with what we're having. Come in. Warm white lights greet you on the inside. As he leads you from the walkway to the living room, you take note of your surroundings. Pictures of King and his parents line the beige wall above the sofa. Across the sofa, the TV is hooked up to King's laptop. On the screen, you see a video is paused of the opening of the new anime series you both just recently started watching. He has always told you that anime or movie is better on the big screen. You also see a single coffee table in the middle of the living room, probably where you guys will be eating tonight. Well, I get the food, you just make yourself at home, okay? Wait, let me help. Plus, I got to use your microwave too, if that's okay. Not this time, bud. I've already made a first batch of fried chicken wings for you. What? How do you know? Because that's what you always bring for yourself when you come over. Come on, it's my treat. You can save whatever you got for when you get home. But just as usual. Thanks. King heads for the kitchen to prepare food. In the meantime, you sit on the floor and browse through your phone. A few minutes later, King returns with 2 bowls of rice and plate stacked high with chicken wings, a bowl of salad you brought along, and an assortment of tofu dishes you've never seen before. You lick your lips hungrily while staring at the feast before you. Let's dig in. Don't mind if I do. You plunge your hands into the stack of chicken wings and practically guzzle down wing after wing in a matter of seconds. On the other end of the table, King carefully cuts up a piece of tofu with his chopstick and takes his time with his meal. As you gobble down the food, you feel your friend's gaze rest upon you. Something's on your mind? King shakes his head. Oh, nothing. I'm just happy you're enjoying my cooking. You swallow your last bite. Of course I do. I don't know anyone else who cooks as good as you. You should open your own restaurant. Think so? King's eyes practically light up for your compliment. I don't know. You grab another chicken wing, but let it dangle from your hand. Come on. You're good at this. What's stopping you? Well, my parents are one thing. They still insist I use that degree of mine. Besides, what I like is watching people enjoy my food. I think some people pay for others to watch them eat, you know? What? No way. Yeah, You'd be surprised what you can find online. You grab a few more wings. Alright, you mind if I continue the show on the TV while we eat? Sure, is this a new episode? Nah, I was rewatching the series before you arrived. I think I'm at episode 3. You got to watch episode 5, man. No spoilers. Right, play it. King clicks a button on his laptop and the theme song to the anime plays. You both continue your dinner while watching the show. After dinner, in the 5th episode of the show, the tables have been pushed to the side and King's resting his head against your shoulder. The scrolling credits are reflected in your eyes as the theme music fills the room. You hear soft sniffling coming from your side. King's rubbing his eyes before standing up and throwing his hands at the TV. Mitsuko, why do you hand over the butter toast of time to your rival? That was your only way to travel back in time to win Senpai's love. You stand up and pat the alpaca on the shoulder. Got to say, I'm loving the art direction for this series. King wipes his eyes once more and recomposes himself. He turns to you smiling. I know, right? The heroine is fabulous. I just adore that uniform they give her. I'll admit, I wasn't 100% on board with her design. You and the hundreds of so-called fans of the visual novel online. But I think it's growing on me. The studio did a great job, especially that running the school toast scene. I'm going to be late to school. He playfully swings his arms back and forth to reenact the scene he just described. The play along softly nudges your stomach against King. Here comes the legendary truck. Oh no! He does a twirl and poses as though he had been rendered unconscious. My dreams to be with my beloved senpai are forever dashed. No, I mustn't give up for senpai. Senpai! Both cross on to form next that Mizuki does in the show. Senpai! Embarrassment and joy color your cheeks red. Yet something about this moment just feels right. Two of you break your pose and laugh loudly with each other. You think they'll ever let Mizuki be with Senpai? They have to. She's the main character, plus she suffered so much traveling back in time to get her Senpai's attention. She deserves it. But if you played the visual novel that the anime is based on, Mizuki has a chance to not end up with Senpai. No way. For reals, you got to try it. It's a classic. Alright, looks like we should probably clean up. Let me. It's the least I can do. You start stacking in plates and utensils before getting ready and head to the kitchen. Hold up, take this. He walks over to you and holds up a yellow piece of paper the size of a name card. Unknown symbols are written on it in black and red ink. A charm? Yes, a spare, but I forgot to give it to you when you came in. King slips the charm into your left pocket. Whoa. Where are you touching? More importantly, why do I need a charm just to do the dishes? King sighs. Because, okay, this might sound crazy, but ever since the night with the store thing, I felt a presence in my apartment. Raising an eyebrow at the alpaca. It started after work, like there was something following me until I got home. Even then, there's this stiffness in my shoulders and I keep feeling uneasy, like I'm being watched. Plus, last night I saw my controller floating in mid-air when I came out to get something to drink. His whole body trembling, and he looks from side to side as though anticipating someone hiding beneath him and listening in on his conversation. Despite what King says, you don't see any supernatural presence around him. You considered telling him that it was probably his mind playing tricks on him, but decided that it would be too insensitive. Wait a minute, if there's a ghost here, why did you invite me over? Well, I also called in an exorcist, so I figured things would be settled before game night. The guys should have already been and gone by now. Look at the journal again. Lucian, just my luck, right when I'm starting to get used to my mortal life, a freaking angel shows up. Why? Gary still wasn't in a rush to send help when I tried to reach him before. Then again, he did say that most players end up in his spam bin. Still, I don't like him. Just because he looks good in some designer clothes and has that anime boy haircut doesn't mean he gets a free pass to act like the most important person in the room, right? Ugh. He's just so smart. I can pull off an anime haircut too, if I had my old build. An exorcist. Yeah, a guy called Morris. I got his flyer while stopping for groceries last night. Him again. Hang on, let me clean all this up. I really think you need to reconsider before hiring this guy. You walk towards the kitchen. Turn on the lights. The pristine kitchen comes into view. King remains in the living room, and as the distance between you and your friend grows, you raise your voice. I mean, what do you even know about this exorcist? It could be a scam. Reaching the sink, you place all the crockery and utensils into it before letting the water run. You grab the dishwashing soap and squirt a healthy amount all over the dishes. For all we know, this guy is just going to rob you blind when you aren't looking. Play after play, you scrub and rinse before drying them. King? Do you hear me, King? King enters the room. Kobu, sorry. The guy called. He's about to arrive. I got to head down and show him the way up. You sigh. King, just keep the charm with you and you'll be safe. But if you're worried, you can wait outside till I come back. Alright, I'll see you when you get back. You turn your attention back to the dishes and continue cleaning. The sound of the door being shut echoes through the living room as King heads downstairs. Finally, that string bean's gone. You mind passing me a bag of chips? You? Your jaw drops at the sight of the ghost from the store before you without a care in the world. Heck yeah, it's me, your old buddy Toast. Bring it in, man. He tries to hug you, but ends up partially phasing through you, a cold tingle running down your spine as he does so. For a brief second, your heart feels heavy, a sadness that is not your own. Alone, you leap away from the ghost. Buddy, Toast, what are you even doing here? I'm here to recruit my newest partner. Of course, welcome to Toast's crew. Hearing what Toast tells you is so absurd that your brain fails to register it properly. Are you saying I'm not joining your gang of the undead? You still haven't answered my question. Why are you here in the first place? Watch the tone, Toby. It was freaking hard tracking you down with your funky scent. Then why did you end up following King if you were after me? 'Cause I got lost. He lets out a hearty laugh. The look of blissful ignorance as he declares his loss of direction is both admirable and alarming. Look, you can't stay here. King's bringing the exorcist from before. If he sees you, he won't hesitate to capture you again. Ha! Good work, buddy. See, you're born to be part of my crew. We'll take over heaven in no time. The ghost is talking about up above. What? I'm not joining your crew. Just forget about me and move on. No can do. It saved my life before, and I always repay my debts. That's a toast way. Then repay it by... You return... You turn your attention back to the distance and continue cleaning. The sound on the front door being set echoes through the living room as King heads downstairs. Finally, that string bean is gone. You mind passing me a bag of chips? What the? You! Your jaw drops at the sight of the ghost from the store before you without a care in the world. Heck yeah, it's me, your old buddy Toast. Bring it in, man. He tries to hug you, but ends up partially facing through you, a cold tingle running down your spine as he does so. For a brief second, your heart feels heavy, and sadness that is not your own. Alarmed, you leap away from the ghost. Buddy, Toast, what are you even doing here? I'm here to recruit my newest member, of course. Welcome to Toast Crew. Hearing what Toast tells you is so absurd that your brain fails to answer it properly. Are you insane? I'm not joining your gang of the undead. You still haven't answered my question. Why are you here in the first place? Watch the tone, Tubby. It was freaking hard tracking you down with your funky scent. Then why did you end up following King if you were after me? Because I got lost. He lets out a hearty laugh. You look of blissful ignorance as he declares his lost direction is both admirable and alarming. Look, you can't stay here. King's bringing the exorcist from before, and if he sees you, he won't hesitate to capture you again. Ha! Good work, buddy. See, you're born to be part of my crew. We'll take over heaven in no time. And the ghost is talking about up above. Wait, I'm not joining your crew. Just forget about me and move on. No can do. You saved my life before, and I always repay my debts. That's a toast way. Then repay it now by leaving. Don't bother King anymore. My life ain't that cheap, but fine. I'll hit you up later then. I'll be waiting for you behind that store of yours. No, you can't go anywhere except around me. What don't you understand? Toast laughs loudly. Don't be so sad, buddy. This goes to show you got a leader that looks out for his underlings. Yeah. Now, let me just take something from the road. He reaches for a pack of chips behind you and manages to lift it close to his chest when it faces out of his hands and falls. Oops. He bends down to grab the bag, but it keeps slipping through his fingers. Again, and again, and again. Stupid bag, get in my hands. You don't have hands. Now he tries to use his mouth to grab it. He only manages to bite the bag for a few seconds in his mouth before it falls through. Your patience reaches a breaking point. You fiercely grab the bag of chips and rush to the living room. Immediately you shove the bag out of the balcony door. My chips! The ghost bolts from the chips and leaps out the balcony after it. Or rather, he floats after it. You already feel a headache coming on, but the night is not over yet. Now, for the next troublemaker. Kobu, Mr. Morris is here. Just Morris is fine. It makes me feel old when people call me Mr. Oh. He finally notices you leering at him from across the room. Hi, Mr. Morris, this is my friend I told you about. Nice to meet you. The boy extends his hand out to greet yours. He cautiously returned his handshake. Looks like he's pretending that he has never met you before. He then turns back to King. Nice place you got. I can see why a ghost would want to hang out out here. Oh no, it is my fault that I attracted an evil spirit. My parents always told me to take my charm to work, but I never did. King is practically shaken from where he is standing. No, it isn't. Don't know why ghosts do what they do entirely, but that's where I come in to help you get your home back. Thank goodness. What do we do? Well, for now, I need you to wait back at the elevator while your friend and I here set up the exorcism ritual. Me? Yes, you. You're the last one in this place. The ghost might have left some nasty curse on you, or worse, maybe you're possessed. I am not possessed. That's what a possessed person would say. Hang on, Kobu. We'll save you. King. Relax, people. We'll be sure with the ritual. So, mind leaving it to us? King nods. Good luck, Kobu. Please don't be possessed. He leaves the apartment. What exactly are you playing here? I know bloody well I'm not possessed. Oh, I know that. I just figured it would be best if we had some privacy. Wouldn't want your boyfriend hearing us, right? He's not my boyfriend, just my manager. Cool. Now give it to me straight. Is there anything here? Nope, I checked. I believe you didn't smell any spirits when I was on my way up here. He circles the living room while glancing from side to side, perhaps curious about King's belongings. You keep your eyes on him, unsure if he will pull another trick like that back at the store. Then let me show you the door. Hold it, Buster, we're not done yet. We still need to exercise the whole unit. What? I knew it. You're just running a scam. It was way too big of a coincidence that King found you. You point accusingly at the board. Hold the bub and hand out my flyers to everyone, and usually they end up in the bin. If I wanted to run a scam, you wouldn't be here. You really think your pal is going to be satisfied with just being told that there's no ghost? Maybe. Look, I've been in this business for a long time. Being told that there's no ghost isn't what makes people feel better. They won't rest easily until after you do something to get rid of the ghost. Strange that makes sense. Wait, that's still no different from running a scam. Hey, I still cast protective charms around the place, okay? Now you want to help your friend or not? You can't charge King for this. You point at the board, but he pushes your hand back down. I wasn't going to. He runs the store, right? Consider this my payment for the damages I helped cause. You weigh what other options you have, but considering how worried King looked, there is not much you can say. Fine. What do you need me to do? Moses smiles slyly at you, instantly wondering if you made the wrong move. Journal again. This ghost is dumb. Oh, that's all he gotta say for toast. This ghost is dumb. Hey. After a few minutes of preparations, Morse calls King back in. The alpaca looks at you in shock when he finds you sitting in the middle of the living room with a random rock in one hand, an anime figurine in another, an apple in your head, and a yellow paper charm in your mouth. Kobu, what happened to you? I condensed the spirit's evil energy around Kobu. It's up to you now to whack it out of him. Take this. And boom. You're the master of the house. Dispel the evil spirit by whacking it away. Sorry that you mean business. Me? Do it. Be gone, evil spirit. Alright, I won't lose my home. Get out of my house. King swings his broom with tremendous force. The moment the bristles hit you in the face, you topple over. God! Oh my God, it's Kobo. I'm so sorry. I meant to hit the apple. I'm good. You raise your thumb up as you collect yourself. The ghost has been dispelled, but we're not done yet. You glare over your stomach at the exorcist. He is barely holding in his laughter from the way his cheeks are puffed up. What do we have to do? I still need to cleanse your body, whatever curse it may have left behind. Stand still. The boy grabs King by the back of his shoulders. His hands start from the back of King's neck, thumbs pressed into his fleece, causing the alpaca to yelp. Slowly, Morris's hands move the King's shoulders, and he squeezes them with enough force that makes King's face contort into an expression of pure bliss. Then he faints. Just as his body falls forward, you reach out to grab him, but Morris catches him first before setting his body gently on the floor. King! Relax, I just hit the part of his body that's carrying all his tension. Usually they don't faint like that unless they're bothering a lot of it. Yeah. King's eyes flutter open. You smile slightly upon seeing that your friend's okay. What happened? The exorcism took a lot out of you. How are you feeling? King brings his shoulder blades close to his neck and spins his arms around him. I feel so much lighter. It's amazing the exorcism worked. Kobo, look at how nimble my limbs are. He stretches out his hands from side to side and moves them up and down in a wave-like motion. I see them. Well then, my job here is done. Let me get your payment. Thanks, but I'm not charging for this one. The ghost wasn't much of a challenge, so I wouldn't feel right taking your money. Nonsense, you did a wonderful job. Is there some kind of compensation? You have a cup of coffee on me? You have a cup of coffee on me, and I won't hear another word about it. Your eyes are practically bulging out as you stare at Morris to leave. Well, if you insist, who am I to say no? Internally, you scream. To avoid chatting with Morris any further, you help King out with the coffee. The table is pulled out again, and the three of you sit around it to have drinks. This is one fine cup of Joe. Thinking my secret is a hint of chili powder. What's wrong, Kobu? Not a fan of coffee? I'm fine, thank you very much. I just got to ask, how do you make a living if you give away your services like that? I get by, it's part of my customer service anyhow, so if you know anyone else in need of some supernatural assistance, point them my way. I will, though I don't know if that many people still worry about ghosts and the supernatural. I figure it's just me because of how my parents always do these rituals at home to ward off evil spirits. King looks to you. Even Kobu doesn't believe in ghosts. I do. I just don't believe so much in those who say they can get rid of them. You slowly turn to Morris, but he ignores you. Well, I've been running this business for years. You could say it's in my family's blood. A family of exorcists exists in this town? Nope, just me. The family isn't from here. I left them to search for something important, and while I'm doing that, I figured I'd set up shop here and learn some cash while picking up information. Well, an exorcist in search of a valuable treasure. That's a perfect premise for an anime, but right here of all places. Morris drinks from his cup before answering. This town, contrary to how it looks, is teeming with ghosts and the unknown. Don't let people fool you. As ordinary as they may look, many like me mingle with these dark forces on a regular basis. Silence falls upon the room before Morris erupts into laughter. God, relax. That's why I'm around to help out with this kind of thing. King puts a hand to his chest and breathes a sigh of relief. Would you like a refill? Looks like you're done with your cup. Thanks, but no, I really should be heading back. He stands up and makes his way to the door. You and Kate follow behind. Oh wait, let me pack you something for the road. Maybe some bread or chips? Thanks, man, but I'm good. Got to watch the figure. He passes protruding belly. King walks ahead and opens the door for him. Thank you again for all the help. My pleasure. Take care now. You too, Kobu. He waves to you, and you wave back with a forced smile. Phew, what a night. I'll say, my face is still sore from the exorcism. Man, I don't have any energy left. Maybe not even enough for a round of DDSIV dailies. And no. Let's go dailies. Dip on the hero roll. And all the dailies turn into several hours of grinding for materials. By the time you both start playing, it's already past midnight. King no longer resisted the night's tilting lullaby. His eyelids struggled to remain open. Every few seconds he dozes off, but is awakened not too long after by the pull of gravity on his head. You two start to feel like you could lie down for a while. Whether you call it a night, King's mouth opens wide and lets out a loud yawn. Yeah, I'm feet. Freshen up in bed. After you both enter the bathroom and share a sink to wash your faces and brush your teeth. After changing into your sleeping attire, you both head to King's room to sleep. As per usual, he had always set up the extra bed on the floor for you. The softness of the mattress feels so comfortable against your back. I missed this. I did say you could take it home if you wanted. His mattress is on the bed frame, so he lies a foot above you. No, this is yours and it belongs here. I like knowing I can lie on this mattress whenever I'm here. King stays silent. You watch the ceiling, but all you see is darkness, the roaring sound of King's air-conditioner serenades your thoughts. So much has happened today, bumping to the angel, the ghost, and the exorcist again. The question if it was all just a coincidence. Clutching the fur on the left side of your chest, you remind yourself that despite your appearance, you are a demon. When did I start believing in coincidences? The first thing you were ever taught as a demon lord was to see the interconnected threads of fate that connected mortal lives. But I'm now mortal. Did you say something, Kobu? Oh, just thinking out loud. Penny for your thoughts? I thought you were sleepy. And my eyes are closed, but I think I can sleep faster if we just talk. I saw a thread online about a magical tree in some country that could grant wishes if you threw your wishes onto its branches. Oh, but how you meant to throw a wish onto the tree? They write the wishes on a piece of paper or wood, then tie it to a walk with a string before throwing it up high. They say a wish that reaches the tallest branches is the most likely to become true. Sounds more like they are vandalizing a tree. Still, can you imagine if you could have any wish granted? What would it be? Other than more wishes, I don't know. What about you? I wish that I had my own successful cafe. You raise an eyebrow, curious to know where your friend would want that. That way, I can spend time exploring new recipes and not have a place all my friends are very convinced and enjoy my food. So you do want to cook? Maybe, if my parents let me. I'm too afraid to tell them that. I think you'd be a great chef. Thanks, and what about you? Figure out your wish? I wish I knew what I should wish for. Don't worry, you'll find out soon. Then maybe we can travel to that tree one day. I like that. We both remain quiet for a while. Hey, Kobu. Thanks for being there with me today. At any time, buddy. Anytime. You close your eyes and slowly you drift off to sleep. And so I'm gonna stop here now. So that was chapter 1 for Where the Demon Lurks. You just saw a tiny bit of chapter 2 just now, the beginning of it. So we'll be seeing Vendrake and how things are going to Demon Lord without Kobu next time. So this chapter we got introduced to some new characters. We got introduced to Lucian, and then we got introduced to Toast, and then we got introduced to the Morris. So Lucian is an angel from a place called Up Above, which is this version of heaven. And Toast is a ghost. He's a hyena. I guess he's from the underworld. He's trying to get to heaven. I'm not. He talks about him being the leader of some kind of faction, some kind of gang. This kind of gang that's trying to go to heaven and take it over. I guess I don't know. I don't know if he's like a demon or maybe not. But I don't know. Maybe he's like in between being a demon, and being an angel. You know, it's just ghosts floating around the mortal world. And they got Morris, who's an exorcist, and the hyena, Toast has been trying to avoid him, and the exorcist Morris actually caught him in the store and put him in a bottle, but Kobu decided to let the hyena Toast escape. So we also got to be introduced to his friend, his alpaca friend, and he is his manager at the place he works at. His name is King, and I think this is the first VN where I've seen an alpaca before. It's an animal you don't really ever see in visual novels, so I like that. They use more obscure animals in fairy visual novels, not just the popular ones. And in the demon world, Fortress, who's the big Rottweiler, he obviously misses Kobu, and the other general, the cat general, he's trying to come up with ways to overthrow Vendrake because he's been making them work very hard, and the two generals are certainly not where they used to be. They're very tired, and they're not their optimistic selves anymore, like Fortress. So the coup of Vendrake is really taking a toll of them. So I believe these three main characters are going to play a big role in Kobu in the future. And it may have something to do with them helping Kobu reclaim the possession of Demon Lord, or because Lucian told Kobu that ever since Vendrake became Demon Lord, things have been out of control. A lot of souls have escaped the underworld, are now floating freely throughout the mortal realm. Some have even tried to go into heaven, and what they call up above, and up above's not happy about it. So Lucian wants to help Kobu in being in control of the underworld again, so things can stabilize. Because they believe out there that Kobu can fix all of this. So that might end up that might end up being the big part of the story that happens. That they help Kobu defeat Vendrake. I don't know, maybe Toast, the hyena, is one of the ghosts that escaped the demon world. I think so. So, we'll get to learn more in Chapter 2 next time. This Chapter 1 has been about introducing us to all the characters and then explaining their reason for being around Kobu. That's what Chapter 1 was pretty much about. So all the information for the games in the description box below. Thank you all very much for watching. Bye.